Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Merry belated Christmas. Here we are, New Year's Eve, and I just wanted to bust out a quick video. Kind of been slacking this last week. Well, I shouldn't say slacking. I just, it seems like every time I try to do a video, something comes up, and so sorry I didn't. Usually after Christmas I kind of take a little bit of a break. Normally, if you guys notice, in December I'll upload, I try to upload almost every day. Then after Christmas I kind of slow down a little bit. So normal schedule, you guys know I tend to record and upload on weekends, so stay tuned for more of the normal schedule, usually Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So today I want to review and share with you guys just an early kind of unboxing, and I kind of use the word review on this lightly because I haven't actually been able to use this. I'm going to be using it over the weekend, test it out, see what I think about it. Now this is another firearm. Now if you guys have been watching me for a while, I've been kind of accumulating firearms lately. I've been selling some watches that I don't normally wear all that much. A lot of them were just kind of, sponsorship deals that I've already done the reviews. I already have a watch very similar to it, and they're just watches that maybe weren't super popular, not quite like the Invictas or some of the real mainstream brands. So I've been unloading some that I don't really wear all that much, and just taking the money and buying firearms. I feel like firearms now more than ever is a great investment. I mean, I don't want to use the word investment as if like I get involved in this stuff to buy and then to sell. I'm never going to get rid of my guns. I've gotten rid of a few in the past, and it was really to get a different gun. So I mean, I guess, a lot of times, like with watches, I generally buy something and I find if I don't use it all that much, I will flip it or flip it or sell it or get rid of it to recoup some of the money. If it just depends on what I'm selling. Sometimes I'll take a loss, sometimes I'll make a profit. It just depends, right? And so again, if it's something I don't really wear all that much, I'm not really hot about anymore, I will get rid of it. And to be honest with you, that's a pretty rare occasion. But there are a few watches I have that I don't really wear all that much, and so why not get a gun, right? Now, in the past, normally I would go ahead and I would buy, some Invicta watches or watches I'm going to wear more. I have so many watches, I figure, you know what, let me, kind of diversify the collection a little. And I've always been an avid gun collector, gun shooter. Again, I don't have a huge collection, not like Invicta watches or cologne or watches in general, but, that will change. I'll keep accumulating. So guns are pretty cool. So today, the one I want to share with you guys today is this one right here, the Taurus TX22. It's a 22 long rifle centerfire or semi-automatic weapon. I've been a fan of Taurus for a long time, although this is my first Taurus. My dad's had a Taurus, and I always feel like you get a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to Taurus. I know in the firearm game, a lot of guys, just like watches, have a lot of opinions. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they all work for the most part. I mean, mind you, you can have good and bad luck with anything, but we'll find out what this is like. Now, again, I'm not a competition shooter. I'm just a plinker. In the past, I've shot at a range. I did actually, when I was younger, take kind of like a marksman course for 22 long rifle. I think it was sharpshooter or something like that. There's different levels you can place. It was so long ago, I really honestly don't remember. But again, I've always liked guns. I like the idea of being able to, and I don't want to make this video talk about the reasons people having guns. For me personally, I just like guns. I think they're cool. They're always to be treated safely. And again, you're not going to see tons of gun reviews on this channel, but anytime I get a new toy, I want to share it. So let's talk about the TX22. Again, on YouTube, it seems like guys who review guns have a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. I'm not that guy. I just wanted to share it with you guys. So, as with any gun, it's common sense. I would hope it's common sense. This gun is completely unloaded and it's never been loaded. Just for purpose of the video, for safety reasons, unloaded magazine, we'll just clear, make sure the chamber is completely clear, which it is. Again, always always treat a gun like it's loaded, even when you know it's not. So don't be pointing at anybody or anything like that. So again, common sense. But let's just get to, there's so many things when you do a review on YouTube that you have to almost address, otherwise somebody will let you know you didn't. So if I forgot something, by all means, the most important thing is that the gun is safe, unloaded. So let's talk about why I wanted to get another 22 handgun. Now I have a Ruger Mark II. I got, gosh, when I was 16. So it's been a fantastic gun. It's amazing the price on weapons, how they have skyrocketed. But I wanted something, the Taurus or the Ruger Mark II, it's a heavy gun, again, not, to the point where again, let me clarify. When I say it's a heavy gun, I mean it's not the kind of gun you just want to go and carry around with you. It's big. It's got the 5¼ inch bull barrel. Now, is it heavier than my 1911 I just got? Probably not. I haven't weighed the two, but either way, they're both heavy guns. I'm not saying I wouldn't carry the gun, but I wanted to just get something that was kind of small and a little bit more manageable, just for plinking. Really, that's it. You know, this was a great price. It was about $350 shipped. Mind you, by the time you pay the transfer, pay the tax and all that stuff, it's closer to about $400. I honestly don't remember exactly what I paid. This was pretty recent. My parents did ship in, and this was part of my Christmas gift, so it's fantastic. Thanks, Mom and Dad. And so I went with the Taurus because what I found with a lot of 22 caliber handgun or pistols is that a lot of them don't go past 10 rounds. Now, I know some of you will come back at me. There's so many guys out there with more information, more knowledge. Comments are always welcome if you're respectable, or if they're done respectfully. I know there's tons, thousands of guns out there. I wanted something that was affordable at a certain price point that didn't look like a space gun. I kind of feel like the Ruger Mark II, it doesn't look space gun, but it has that target look where they start to become big. I just want something I could throw in my pocket, go up to the logging roads and do a little plinking. I also want something that had over 10 rounds. And again, a lot of the 22s I found, unless you want to go with something like a Kel-Tec, max out at 10+1. What I like about this gun is that this is a 16+1. So you have plenty of rounds to plink. They're polymer mags, which is not to be, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Time will tell how long these things last. I'm not a guy who goes through thousands and thousands of rounds, especially now with the cost of ammunition. I kind of stockpile my stuff. We are going to go out again plinking. But one thing I love about 22 is that it is so affordable to shoot. Super lightweight gun, very easy to rack. I mean, super light, but I think that's to be expected with any 22 caliber pistol or any 22 caliber firearm. Again, I'm no expert, but I like guns. Let's talk a little bit about it. I'm just going to get like any kind of watch video. I'm just showcasing the gun, showing you what it looks like, and just give you a little bit of specs about it in case you're new to firearms or you're thinking about picking one up. This is the one I picked up. Now, I did want to go with the Ruger over this one here because it did have an exposed hammer. I kind of like the idea of a hammer and not a striker-fired weapon. Nothing wrong with striker-fired. Again, I have a couple striker-fired weapons. Again, it's not like anything wrong with them. I just kind of like the idea of a hammer. It's just a personal preference. There's not one better than the other. One thing I really like about this is that you do have triple dot sights, which is kind of nice. I know my 1911 and my Ruger Mark II does not have that. You can always add that and change the sights out, but it's nice that they did come with this a little bit easier to align the dots on there, align the front and rear sights. Like any other handgun, pretty standard. I believe this is the same size as the G3, if I'm remembering the model correctly. I just ordered a Kydex holster in the waistband for this. There's not a lot of holsters out there for this gun right now that specifically mention this gun, so I'll let you guys know what this actually fits. Just a basic black finish, nothing really over the top. I do like the fact that this gun feels really great in the hand. It really, at least for me personally, my hand really contours to the grip. It's got this nice kind of texture finish. Fantastic, super lightweight, even with 16 rounds in the magazine, which again, this one is unloaded. Only downside, this did come with a slight nick in the edge, and I went ahead and left the seller negative feedback, or a B, I think it was a B or a C rating due to that. It's always important. Sellers out there, if you're watching this, inspect the guns before they ship it. If you have anything like this, let the customer know. Nothing's more disappointing than getting something with a little bit of a nick. Again, not the end of the world. I could put a little black paint on that. Guns are going to get scratched. They are going to get nicked. Even if you have a gun made of stainless steel, they still scuff over time. So unless you keep them in the safe and you don't really ever shoot them, you are going to get normal wear and tear. But they are tools, although it is nice to keep our firearms looking nice. You do have a thumb safety on this gun. It is ambidextrous. There's no trigger safety. Again, I haven't fired this gun yet, but I'm looking forward to it, just having a nice plinking gun. Some of the reviews I've seen on this were fantastic, cycled great. I know my buddy had a Walther P22 years ago, went shooting. It just seemed like every few rounds, I forget how many, maybe every maybe a round every couple magazines would kind of lock up or kind of get lodged. We'll see how this one functions, how it cycles. Either way, I'm super excited. The price is right. Again, the Ruger was a little bit more. There was about 4 something, and for me, when it comes to a 22, I feel like you should get a better value at 22, and that used to be the case, but now it just doesn't seem to be that way. Now you're paying more for 22 in some regards than you are for a centerfire. Rock Island Armory makes a really cool Cerakote 1911 22, and it's close to $500. That's pretty much what I paid for my 45 1911 or my 1911. Just something to think about. Again, guys, this is a nonchalant review I wanted to share. You have a Picatinny rail in the front if you want to put an optic, or not an optic, but a laser, a flashlight. I generally don't put any of that stuff on any of my firearms. A little bit more right off the website. To the best of my knowledge, it comes in 3 different variations. You have your standard variation, which has two 10-round magazines and a non-threaded barrel. I would assume that's maybe California. Then, of course, you have another version that does have the threaded barrel. Let me actually strike that. 2 10-round magazines without manual safety, no barrel threading. And then you have this gun. This comes with 2 16-round magazines and comes with, it says here, without manual safety, which, again, doesn't really make any sense because, whoops, my bad. Let me just scroll down a little bit. I didn't even realize that you can get the gun in a couple different, the website says black, but I'm showing a couple different colors here. The slide's going to be black, and you can get it. It looks like a flat dark earth or an OD green, and then several different variations. So mine is actually not listed on here. So what you're getting with this particular one, and I will put a link in the description if you want to check this out from the seller I bought this from. This does come with 2 16-round magazines, manual thumb safety, and it comes with the threaded barrel insert. So how that works, or the threaded barrel attachments, how that works, you basically pull the slide off and you can put on the threaded adapter. A lot of guns that I've seen don't come with that. You have to buy that separately. So really, this is just an amazing value. The fact that it comes with 2 16-round magazines and that you have that barrel adapter in case you want to add a suppressor at one point, which I will at one point down the road, no time soon, but eventually. So I mean, overall, guys, a little bit more about the frame size. It's considered a full-size frame. The height on is 5.44 inches and the width is 1.25 inches. It's 17.30 ounces. On the weight, MSRP is $350 on this, which is, I believe I got it right around MSRP, which I thought was a pretty good deal considering things are usually right now going for over MSRP. Adjustable white dot, striker block, manual safety, trigger safety. I don't know why it lists that because this does not have the trigger safety. This has your manual safety. And that's really about it. What I would encourage you guys to do is, if you're interested in this gun, is just to click the link in the description. I'll put a link to the seller where you can buy this and to the Taurus website, and you can take a look at it. I think if you're in the market for a fully featured, affordable 22 caliber handgun, I think this is a great option. Like I said, guys, comparing this to some of the other brands out there, it is, in my opinion, the best value. It's super affordable. A lot of the other ones, like the Walthers and the like the Smith & Wessons, you're getting in the $400 range. This is fantastic. I think it's one of the most affordable weapons out there in 22 caliber. Like I said, guys, again, I'm not an expert by any means. If I made any mistakes, drop a comment, correct me. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I look forward to shooting this. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, 22 is just a great round for plinking. It's somewhat available right now, and you know, I know a lot of guys will say there's different reasons on what you use for self-defense. I'm not gonna, you know, speculate on how somebody. I've seen YouTube videos where, you know, a police officer will shoot somebody in self-defense, and one video I saw the other day, she 9mm shot him 14 times, and this guy just kept coming at her with a knife. So, you know, I'm no expert when it comes to combat, no expert when it comes to self-defense. I do what I can and what I feel comfortable with. Ultimately, you know, we hope that we'll never have to use anything like this, but I feel like any firearm is better than no firearm, and whatever you have on you is going to, you know, is going to do some damage. So again, I think it's great. I'm really fortunate. I look forward to shooting this over the weekend. I will come back and do another review and let you guys know how the gun's shot, and you know, it's going to be a little difficult for me to give you guys a you know, a really in-depth review, because I'm not a gun expert. I'm a real beginner when it comes to this stuff. Although I've collected guns over the years, I've shot guns most of my life. It's not like a weekly thing, you know. So just kind of keep that in mind when you watch the video. Fantastic firearm though. I love it. Price was right, and I encourage you to check it out. So again, if I don't know what kind of help I could be, but if you guys do have any kind of questions whatsoever, drop me a comment, drop me an email. I always love when you guys, you know, let me know what you think about products. Taurus, I mean, I think the next handgun I get is probably going to be a Taurus G2C. You can get the 9mm. It's a subcompact pistol. It's like $250. Incredible, because most of the time when you start getting into the 200s, you know, you're looking at like High Point and stuff like that, where they, I'm not going to call them Saturday night specials, but they're definitely very affordable. And so something like this, the price is great, you know. And Taurus has been around for a while. My dad has a Taurus revolver, hasn't had any issues with it. So again, you can have good and bad luck with anything. It's just like when I review watches, you know, it is what it is. So guys, thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions. Links are in the description. As always, guys, Happy New Year. Be kind to one another. Be safe and take care.